Okay, so welcome everyone. Tonight is actually a premiere because we're going live on Facebook for the very first time. So I think that's very exciting actually. So we hope everything goes well today. But yeah, let's introduce ourselves. So we've got Patrick here and Louis, myself here, of course, and we have been doing for quite a few months now already these weekly live trainings or weekly live coaching webinars basically, and we've got someone waiting in the room. Nice. And yeah, so maybe to start with an introduction, Patrick, maybe you want to start first?
Yes, of course. So, hi, I'm Patrick. I live currently in Canada and I am an SFM member since 2018 and started since then my online business and my affiliate marketing business. And just a little background in a nutshell that I am from Germany and I moved here 3.5 years ago and felt basically that something was missing in my life. And I basically had to jump back into a 9-to-5 job, which I was not very satisfied because I couldn't pursue my career in the field of occupational therapy. And I had to just choose another job. And by the time that I gained or that I had another job in my 9-to-5 life is that I realized that there might be another option online. And I was looking for some things online, basically on YouTube, watching other videos to educate myself. And I came across the SFM. And since then, I joined and built my own online business. And yeah, since then, be a part of the amazing community, of the amazing support, and always up to date content. And yeah, I can fully basically be myself and get paid to be myself. So that was a brief introduction. And yeah, since then, just gained a lot of friends all over the world and being grateful of the opportunity that was given to me.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you for this introduction. I see Ivana has also joined, so that's super nice. Welcome. Yeah, and yeah, I can relate to that as well because my story is also, I started in 2018 actually, yeah, coming from the corporate world, but kind of fed up with it totally. So yeah, I was like, okay, I really want to do something that I'm passionate about, that I like, that I love, and it was actually on a day that I was really like, oh my God, how can I motivate myself to, just even start my working day? And then I was looking for some inspirational videos, and I thought, okay, I came across this, this opportunity basically of, starting an online business. And this resonated so much with me that I was like, okay, I can finally do and find something that I'm just super happy that I'm turn my passion and skills into an online business. And well, it's actually a very interesting road because it's really a journey of a lot of personal growth. And I think, Patrick, that you can relate to that as well. And that's also why we choose a topic on leadership tonight, because if we, I think it's interesting to think of, okay, what is leadership basically? Because for me, basically, that means that you need to show up, and if you want something, you need to go for it. You need to be in the driving seat of your own life. You need to, there's no one else that's going to do something for you. So if you want to achieve something, you have to go get it yourself. And I think that's leadership a lot broader than just, hierarchically in a business or so. So yeah, I think, Patrick, you wanted to say something, right?
No, I totally agree because I mean, leadership can be split in so many other options, and everyone is a leader already without noticing. I mean, if you have a family, if you have kids, you kind of raise them and you educate them and you show new things, you learn about possibilities in life and you share that to your kids. That means leadership as well. And if you show up in your job and you fulfill a task that's leadership. You do it on your own and you do it all by yourself. And beside that, I think comparable is also mentorship, and everyone needs mentorship in life. And even though you are an expert as well, it's always to have some guidance. It's good to have some guidance in your in your life, and that you can get some feedback, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. So I think that you can define leadership in so many ways. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes responsibility. I mean, you are being an entrepreneur and being your own boss means that you need to stand up for yourself. You need your It's a reflection of what you're giving is what you're receiving. And I think that's very interesting. If we are only trying to chase money, that's really not good. That is not on the long term. It will not provide you or make you happy as happy as you can be. But if you are trying to chase helping other people regardless of what you're getting back, then it's a mindset that success will follow you. If how can I express that in
You
another
are
way?
basically in service to others, and you're not taking anything for granted. I think that's probably what you meant. And I already think about, a lot of people feel stuck about thinking, okay, what should I share to the world? What do everybody else finds probably interesting? What can I do for that other might get value from? And I was in that kind of situation when I started out. I felt like my life is boring. Like, I'm going to a job and I come back, I want to relax, and I'm exhausted. So what do you want to hear from me? But by educating myself about the online opportunity, I'm already one step ahead of a lot of other people that are not taking the journey, and I can share what I have learned. I can share about what to implement maybe the next day, and that's something that's called already leadership. And in that situation, I think everybody, even though you think you don't know, everybody has to share something. And if you do something that you're passionate about, it's easier.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think showing up as a leader is the key to success if you want to become an entrepreneur, whether it's online, offline, doesn't even matter. And as a leader, you want to take responsibility for your actions and your results, but also a leader will keep on going on the point where other people tend to quit. And as soon as you're quitting, then it's whatever you're trying to achieve, it already failed. But as long as you keep going, then you will achieve it, and it's just a matter of time, because you'll keep on getting better and you'll basically fail forwards until you're achieving the result that you're actually after. And and then of course we have the yeah, a lot of leaders, they also need to do the homework that's needed to help their customers better than anyone else in their industry. And on that account, it's knowledge is key, and that's super important, because otherwise other people or competition will just kick your ass, literally. And that's, I think, very interesting, because a lot of people, they want to start a business, and they're not willing to learn or do the homework to really find their voice, to really stand out from other people. And if you ask me, the only way to do that is just do your homework properly. And then your customer will notice that you're doing something that others don't, and people will buy from you. And that's yeah,
I mean,
how success
consistency
will
is the
follow.
key. And if you don't always, you don't only show up for others, you show up for yourself. You have to kind of get rid of the habit of saying, okay, that's, getting boring now, or, that's getting overwhelming. That's the point where I think I can just share about a little bit about my journey. I'm a kind of shy person when it comes to conversations and being in front of other people. But throughout my 2 years since I've having my online business, I have gained so much knowledge and confidence, and that I'm able to share things here now, and can speak freely without stuttering or without, what should I say next. It's just, it's an open conversation everybody can has, and you more you practice it, the more you will understand that it's easier than you think. And staying inspired, that's, I think, a lot of people are lacking of that. Nobody to blame, but I think society is just made of, going to the 9 to 5 work and then just coming home, relaxing, watching TV, eating, sleeping, and the next day is same routine. And I had to kick my ass basically doing, 1 hour at least after my work to work on my business and show up for others, because the more they see your face, the more trust you will have, not only in yourself, but also other people will trust you, and realize, that the online world is not only, built out of scams, built out of people that want your money. No, it's there to build a business that can serve others and then can serve your own life. And we all want security in our life. We all want a stable financial income. But how do we achieve that? It's about sharing your journey. It's about sharing your perspective, sharing your insight to the world, and building your own little community of trustworthy people. And when you can achieve that, you will see that it's so easy to show up, and it's so easy, and you basically cannot wait for the next live call, to the next interaction, because it makes so much fun. And anyone who is attending on a call now, live or in our Zoom meeting, I mean, feel free to share your thoughts about that in the chat, or unmute yourself, and just take the bold step, and go live here with us, have an open conversation, because that's the bold moment where everybody kind of steps back first and think, oh, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. But as soon as you do it, you feel so much better at the end. So that's just something I feel passionate about talking now, because I exactly know how I felt in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's indeed very interesting. So if anyone has a question, feel free indeed to pop out and ask your questions. But yeah, I mean, if you're the sooner that people are open to get out of their comfort zone, get into get their face on whether it's on camera, just ask questions, just talk and be open, interact, then the sooner that you also get results, because not only will it give you a lot of new information for you in order to proceed, and knowing, knowledge is key, as we said before. So as if you're not asking questions, then you might be thinking, okay, I'm waiting for some certain answers, but of course we cannot we are here to help you basically. So that's why we just love to interact and serve you guys as best as possible. So yeah, I think that's the most important thing here.
Yeah, and that's why the community is so valuable. And I think a lot of other programs do not have the option as we have, basically connecting with each other and just basically having a backbone which is always there to support. And no matter questions you have, no matter, if you feel stuck in a situation, you can always ask away, and there's always somebody who will answer you, because we're a worldwide community. And it's just good to know that this is a trustworthy community where everybody wants the same goal, basically create a better life for ourselves, and just sharing and giving back information to other people as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So, and I think that's why mentorship is something that we really need right now in every kind of situation. If you are looking for, mindfulness, or being more aware of the things you do, there's always somebody who knows about that. And if you can, listen to a podcast, listen to, YouTube, and educate yourself, you're already growing. You already do one step more than other people do. And the same with the online education. If you don't know how to build an online business, well, that's why we are here, just telling you how to do that, and basically using the same tools that Lewis and I are using. And yeah, it's just the only person that is holding you back is yourself. And realizing that is, first of all, we people don't like to be blamed, and nobody is blamed here for sake. But I felt kind of, when I was told by other community members that, just share yourself, be bold, and the only one who's holding you back is yourself, Patrick. I felt a little bit offended, but realizing the way that, hey, that's really actually me, that's, pulling myself back from the opportunity that was given to me, then it was clear to me that yes, it's just only me, nobody else.
I think that's a beautiful example of leadership as well, because basically what happened is, yeah, you kind of got confronted, and then you have like this uh, kick in your ass to expand again on, and that's something that will be constantly exploring. I mean, in the beginning it might be like, okay, putting your face on the camera, something like that. And if you just start doing that the first time, it will be uncomfortable. The second time also. By the 10th time, you're probably able to look into the camera, for instance, which is something that for me, it took me I think 30 videos before I started to actually look into the camera, for instance. And those are really stupid small things, but if you look at a lot of other entrepreneurs in the world, let's say, one of the billionaires that, like Branson, for instance, he was doing podcasts, for instance, and he said, the first 40 podcasts that I did, nobody listened to it, nobody. And it took me 40 podcasts until I started to get my voice, until I started to know who my target audience was, know how I wanted to perform, how I wanted to, what kind of value that I wanted to give. And I think that's just, one of the examples to really know, like, okay, it's not because you're not getting results immediately that it means that you need to be quitting. As long as you keep going, you'll find you're still learning by doing, and every step forward is another step. I mean, also, like today for us, for instance, is the first time that we're doing like a Facebook live, and we haven't done this before, so we hope it's coming through clearly. We'll see that afterwards, but for now it's just as it is it, if it's not going as smooth as we hope for, yeah, well, then we've learned something and we can try something else next time, right? And I think if you try and experiment with things, then you'll always be learning something new. And it can be as small, but it's really a mindset. It's really like getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I mean, just like prior to going live, we were both okay figuring out how to do this, and it can be a little bit stressy, but now we've done it. And next time if we, oh yes, we know from last week, okay. And then you can it's just like, okay, it can become a new habit. Maybe if it comes through clearly, then we're like, okay, we can do this live every week. I mean, why not? And I think that's just really interesting, because as soon as you're getting a habit of making a habit of those kind of small things to constantly push your own boundaries, that's growth personally, and also that will reflect in your business and also in whatever that you're trying to achieve in life. And I think that's super, super interesting. And on that account, I heard on a podcast myself today when I went jogging, like, your beliefs are the software of your brain. And I thought that was brilliant, because indeed we always tend to think in a certain way. And sometimes if you're not happy with some certain situation, then it means that your software is not up to date, because you need to do an update in order to get out of that, and then you can start to change your circumstance. And yeah, I just thought it was a great comparison. So yeah, we need to shift beliefs and focus on what you want, if you're uncomfortable or if you're not sure, make sure that you get knowledge, whether it's by attending webinars, by asking, by buying a course, by, you know, even whatever. I mean, whatever you're trying to achieve, get the knowledge and just try, experiment, and then you'll learn by doing. Everything that was ever created was first started with a thought. I mean, the brothers Wright, for instance, they, I don't know if you know them, but they are invented how to fly a machine. But, you know, like, I don't know how many 100 years ago, people were like, what, flying? We're not birds, you know, we're humans. We've got two legs and two arms, so we're not meant to be flying. But they believed so much in it, and it made them their life work, and eventually they succeeded, and now we're flying planes like that's normal, right? But it once started with an idea, and even if nobody was able to believe you, to support you, you're still, if you're convicted by something and you're passionate about flying, whatever I'm just using it as an example, then you just need to stick to it until you make it work.
Yeah, it's an amazing example, and I mean, you brought us here so much of knowledge and also golden nuggets that everybody can take away something from, and consistency is the key, and that's what you just said with the example of the brothers. And sometimes it feels like you start doubting yourself. You think, okay, nothing is working. Keep on showing up. That's where you make a shift. That's where you make a difference, because otherwise you're quitting like everybody else. And first step is by attending these webinars or other webinars that are of value to you, and just creating a mindset of self-belief and self-confidence. And I think you brought it beautifully in that example about how a life can change if you are just taking consistent action, for sure.
Yeah, another questions on that account that I received recently from my email list was that how I, it was a person that had a problem with his or her partner. um, she didn't want him to proceed all this, and he was feeling like, okay, I really want to do this. I believe in this. This is my future. The person had some health issues, so I don't know what's his situation. It's also not important to mention more details on that. But then I was reflecting back on myself, because I had in the beginning that same a same situation, because I was like, okay, I want to do this because I like, for my what was important for me was to, I'm into horses, and just as you are, Patrick, of course. But horses take a lot of time, and I was like, I cannot combine it. Working in a traditional company, then of course, and I was like, I want to create another lifestyle in which I have more time for what I love doing most, which is, in my case, spending time with horses and so on. And my partner was like, yeah, Luz, it's not going to work. I mean, if it would be so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? And all those kind of things, it's a scam and all those things. So I was like, okay, of course, I was also I had this phase like being insecure. And I was like, okay, should I do it or not? And I was like, okay, well, let's just start. Let's just, get knowledge. Okay, so I was learning, and I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm results, and then some more results, and then more results. And now my partner is like supporting me, and he's like, yeah, you should do this. And he's like, even like, this is more. I mean, he has seen a whole other version of me, because he sees me growing also and being happy, also in terms of happiness, but also in terms of,
Okay, I think we lost you,
back,
Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Okay, sorry, you were just stuck for
Oh,
a second.
sorry. Okay, am I coming through
Yeah, you're good
better
again.
now?
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys lost me, but
Yeah, it was just that your partner sees the transformation, and that you grow above yourself. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's a beautiful
exactly. And now
example.
he's like, yeah, I think a lot of people relate to this, and even, this is of course my partner, so this somebody very super, the closest person to my heart, of course. But you also see it from other generations. I mean, let's say you want to start online, but then your parents or your brother or your sister, your friends are like, yeah, I don't know about it, and I think in people who care about you, they always want to, protect you from the unknown, from what's uncomfortable for them, because they simply don't know. But it's not because they don't know something you shouldn't be pursuing your dream, right? I mean, like, if we go to horseback riding again, I know nobody in my family would ever sit on a horseback, for instance. But that doesn't mean that I cannot do that. I mean, it makes me happy. I'm passionate about it. I want to do this every single day. So why shouldn't I? Of course. And yeah, I think we just need to follow our heart and do what we love most, and that's what we're meant to be doing here on this planet.
Yeah, no, like
Making a bold statements here.
no, but that's that's
Yeah.
truly one that you will face at the beginning. As soon as you try and do something on your own or for yourself, the ones that love you the most will try and question it, and also will protect you, and that's totally normal behavior. Like it wouldn't it would be strange if that wouldn't happening, to be honest. Because my partner, for example, it was oh my gosh, when I started out, like ugh, that's a scam. And like you said, your partner saying as well, if that would be so easy, everybody could do that. Well, yes, everybody can do it if you stay consistent. The ones who quit, of course they blame other things on it and not themselves. And I think that's a really important point. And staying true to yourself, and staying consistent, and just it's something that we really should stick to our own hearts and always keep in our hearts, that we can really truly achieve something that we really want to, and listen to our inner voice, because it's there for a reason. And if you hear your own voice from inside, it's saying something that you should do. And our outside influence, our circle that we build for ourselves, the people that we love and the friends that we have, it's totally normal that there's some backlash at the beginning. But this is where you feel challenged the most. And if you are consistent, and if you can show that you can do it, and I think that's really fulfilling of being, or creating a life that you truly love.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you compare it with other important life junctions, I mean, how did you decide what you wanted to study? It's also not that you're then following somebody else. It's like, okay, what do I find interesting? What do I like to do? How do I see my future? And of course, it can get in complete other direction, because at that moment you only have a certain amount of knowledge that you know of, that you've experimented with, that you're like, okay, I know I like this and this, so that means that probably I'll be doing this direction. But you feel like, well, actually, like in my case, the corporate business is really not for me. And like 10 years ago, I thought, I'm going to be a corporate business bitch. And then I was like, okay, where I want to be. I mean, this is just, I don't like it. I don't like the politics about it. I don't like the mindset, and there's just so much that I don't like about it. And it's a journey. That's in and of itself is also a journey. I mean, at a certain point, you know that what you really want in life, and it will come your way when it needs to come. On truly believe in that, or I like to believe in that, because otherwise you can always keep on staying in regret, but it doesn't take you anywhere. So you need to be focusing on, where do you want to go, what makes you happy, and then find some crossings that you can, get onto and take the next step. And if you're not sure, explore, be open, and yeah, knowledge.
And I mean by the things
Read books.
that
I
we,
think that's very good as well.
yes,
Sorry,
yes, exactly. I mean,
go
reading
ahead.
books, educating yourself, and by the tools that we have, by the education that we offer. I mean, investing in yourself is really a step that can bring you further. And to be honest, starting the SFM education with 99 US dollars, what can you lose? Like, this is compared to the value that will be given out to you. Whew, like seriously, you have so much that you can do with it by starting out. $99 is nothing compared. If you go on Amazon and you buy yourself some nice clothes or something nice for your apartment or for your house, you are you get rid of the $100 way faster in a minute. And you purchase two items. You purchase, oh, another item that you might need for your house, and you spend $200. It's that quick. So $99 is literally nothing compared of what you are getting. And you get value that is worth thousands of dollars. And why are we giving that, or why does the education give it away for such a you know uh, small amount? Is because just to creating that bold step in the first place, and knowing what you can do. And after that, investing in yourself is the best investment you can do. That's how, yeah, what I can just basically say here on a bold statement as well. If you do free stuff all the time, yes, you will eventually go there as well, but it will take you so much longer, and nobody can guarantee you anything anyways.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're not consistent, and if you're not with a community, um and people, like-minded people that will help you, I can say it's going to be tough if you're just looking out for free stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, what's it worth to live your best possible life?
Yeah,
Can you
exactly.
really put a price tag on that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean, Ivana, you're watching us, and if you feel to share something, and where are you at your journey right now? Just write something in the chat below. We are here to help, of course, and we are wanting to help you and guide you a little bit, no matter what concerns you have, or you're just being curious right now, and you're just wanting to improve yourself about you know mindfulness, mentorship, leadership. It's a big, huge topic which requires a lot of time first, but it's all a progress that everybody has to go through, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I mean,
the
what have
modules are super interesting in that.
sorry, we were just
Go ahead.
shifting. Go ahead, please. I just wanted to ask you, what's your experience?
Well, when I started, I was like, okay, I know, this idea, this dream. I had this dream in my life, in my head when I started. Like, I wanted to be able to create a lifestyle in which I'm able to spend more time with my horses. That was initially really my goal. And so I into the modules, and then I started learning, and I was like, oh my God, there's so much possibilities, and that's so interesting how I can other people. I can really become like an entrepreneur, and I was really getting I was just super excited. I think you excitement, at least I'm feeling that. So yeah, and it's just so inspiring and also interesting to see how much personal growth is in entrepreneurship. I mean, for me, for instance, that's something that I really didn't saw coming. And that was also what I was gaining through when going through the modules, because you're really getting, you first get to know, okay, these are all these different types of options that you can go through, but then you go drill down on, okay, what do you like, what are your passions, and then okay, choose a way of how you can mix that online, whether it's you, if you're already a business owner, then you can start to figure, you can pivot it onto how you transform that in online business offer. But even if you have no idea, of if you have no clue yet, you can still find easily a lot of ideas to turn your passions, just literally like that, turn your passions into an online business. And that's in and of itself something super powerful, super interesting. And then you start really creating a plan. You'll create a blueprint basically, and then you just put it into action. You start really, that's where the rubber hits the road, right, as they say. So you start creating your website, and it maybe it looks,
I think we lost you. Yeah.
are
So
you
I think we. Oh, you're
lost
back
me?
again. Sorry, you were cut off again.
Oh, sorry.
No
Yeah,
worries.
I think I'll need to enter a cable next time to just to have more constant internet or so. But that's learning, moving, failing forward, right? So yeah. As I was saying, yeah, so then you start to create your own website, and it's all done step by step. So then it actually becomes like a fun process. And then you can start, okay, how do you want to help other people with it? And then there are a lot of ways to do that. And you just need to explore and find the way that resonates with you as a person, because there are so many ways, but you have to find your way. I mean, it's just like searching for a partner. There are so many possibilities, but you just need to find one way that is really fitting with you, you know.
Yeah,
So it's the night
exactly.
of yeah, of comparisons. But yeah, I think that's just super super interesting. And then yeah, I mean, there will always be moments that you'll feel like, oh my god, I don't know, I'm sure it's just, that you get maybe, yeah, that you start doubting yourself, maybe because of something that's happening externally, or something that, other people, maybe you'll lose your job, and maybe afterwards you're like, this is my best opportunity ever, because then, you have another time or opportunity to transition to something new. And I think, yeah, I think I'm saying this as an example, but I mean, I think very relevant for these times that people are losing jobs. And, if you can generate a passive income online from what you love doing most, it's something that runs on automation. I think that's just heaven, right? I mean,
It's
yeah,
basically the skills that
also
we
for
need
the
to
future,
relearn.
that will be,
Yeah,
yeah,
it is
exactly,
the future.
absolutely.
And everything can be so tailored to your own passions, as you said. And that's why the SFM is such a, you know gold mine, because everything is just, we have a blueprint that is tailored to your own needs and to your own dreams that you have. And especially, I mean, that's one exercise we talked about last week already, but the best visualization is to start writing down your ideal day, how it will look like, how it could look like, and what you want to achieve in your life. That is the first step, which a lot of people think, oh wait, okay, so I'm thinking about, I want to have more time with family, or a bigger house, things like that. You will see that those are all goals which can be achieved, but instead of only thinking and imagining about that, you should take action and working towards them. And one day you will see, if you take consistent action, you will get closer to your goals than you have expected. Because I can literally tell you out of my own experience, I was stuck in a bachelor apartment with my partner downtown in Ottawa, here in Canada, wanting to have our own house. And by educating and basically reskilling, I'm an occupational therapist. Like, don't tell me about how to, create an online business. What should I do? You need to reskill, and you learn and you will understand, because that's why everything is, all the modules are so tailored to what you can do and you can implement. And here I am. I'm living now outside of downtown in my own house, and it happened within a year. If you work and take consistent action, you can truly achieve the things that you want in life. And that's just not, me saying that, because it's everybody has to wake up, and everybody has to see that, hey, it's in your hands, it's in your reach. And you a lot of people want to be millionaires overnight. And oh my gosh, people that are telling you that on the online business world and online on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you can find them, where are they coming from? Like, if you are not born into a rich family, so you have to work for it. But we sometimes, other people have not the wish and the dream to be a millionaire. Other people just want to have a bigger house and, just value more time with your own family. Grab your family, go on a road trip, things like that. Not being stuck to a 9 to 5 job, having the freedom to do the things that you want to do. That's something, or that's a goal that you can achieve by really, you know, taking a bold statement and a bold step. That's what I meant, and realizing that's in your hands. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. I love that thread actually, because if you're able to powerful to really try to see that vision every single day, to spend, to really the more closer that you can get into that visualization, then you'll be attracting that. And even if you are a person that feels like, okay, I have difficulties with visualizations, and to really believe in this idea of, okay, I really want to be quite far off the point that where you are right now, so you can feel yourself how you feel about that. Then what you can also do is, like, for instance, let's say you're already a business owner, but you've got like 20 customers, something like that, and you think it's, well, I think it's difficult to have this goal of, like, I want to have 1,000 customers. I'm just mentioning a number. But maybe I can imagine that some people have difficulties with that, but it's really important that you believe in it. So if you think like, okay, 1,000 is too difficult, but I can believe that I can make it up till 100 by the end of next year, then just focus on that, and then you can do this visualization and try to focus on, okay, I'm going to set a goal for 100 customers by the end of year, this or next year, for instance, by next year, or by the end of this year, or whatever that means. Or, and you can edit, adjust it to whatever you're able to believe, and go from there. And if you achieved it, then celebrate it, and then immediately set your next goal. And then by the end, you'll start to be super surprised at how much you're able to achieve when you just focus on your first next step or your first next goal. It's
I
super
mean,
powerful.
you're totally right. And for all attendees here in our call and the ones who watch the replay, two questions for you. So, first of all, where are you now? And the second, where do you want to be? Those are questions that you have to ask yourself when starting out and you want to make a change in your life. Those are big questions that, will take you some time to figure out, but it's meant to be that you will take your time and think about it. What do you really want to achieve? And um, those questions, are so aligned to each other, where you want to be and where are you right now. You see the gap probably here in between, and the more you think about it, this is the way of action. Here are you right now, here do you want to be. So if you are taking action, consistent action, you will get closer to the goals that you're, creating for yourself. And it's a progress, and that's how you can visualize, and that's how you should, start taking action, because that means leadership. That means being a leader for your own sake, for your own person. And if you try and realize that, you can be there for other people, creating that bold step for their own. And everything that I'm personally talking about is that I have learned throughout the SFM, because otherwise I wouldn't have that mindset, and mindset is the goal. And what the community has taught me, and being surrounded by like-minded people, is something that I can truly say that I'm proud of, talking about that now, because me comparing myself 2 years ago, oh my gosh, I wouldn't even, I couldn't even imagine just to pop out here and showing my face to others. And this is all what it takes. Just believe in yourself.
Yeah, I think that's very nice how you're tying it back into our topic of today around leadership. So I think, yeah, that's it's super powerful. And indeed, if a certain moment that you're feeling low in energy, or feeling for whatever reason you're not feeling when, and you just cannot believe in something, and you just dive into the community, search for some inspiring posts of inspiring people, because the community is full of inspirational people, inspirational, other like-minded entrepreneurs. They'll sparkle your interest, and give you even a subtle kick in the ass, just to so that I'm done with my negative mindset. I'm just going for it now. I need to know. I know what I just heard what I needed to hear, or saw, or read, whatever what I needed to see, write, see, read, or hear, in order to move forward. And I think that's amazing, and that's the power of the community. Absolutely.
And especially, I mean, before COVID, seeing people in real life while holding the live events, it's just game changing. And not only connecting through the online world here via Zoom, but also, seeing people. You guys in Belgium, you have meetups. Here in Canada, we have meetups. Go out for a coffee. Well, now it's COVID anyway, but we used to go out for a coffee and just mind setting, and just putting our thoughts together and creating ideas, and that you can implement for your own business. That's leadership community, because otherwise, how can you grow as a leader if you don't grow yourself, and grow with others, and grow with people that are at the same level where you are right now. And I mean, I'm grateful for you guys being here on the call now. And that's the power of the internet, and it will never go away. I mean, so many people, what I've heard already is, oh, do I have to go back to the office? It feels so nice working from home. And you probably heard that as well, right? So a lot of people are
Yeah,
already thinking. And before that, before COVID, like nobody could imagine doing their actual job from home. But everything can be transferred, everything can be doable from home. And by creating your own online stream or multiple online streams, you can do that, from your home, from your garden, from the beach, from the cafe, wherever you want to be. And that's the future, that's the way to go. Yeah.
absolutely. And even if you're already a business owner, maybe you've got a barber shop or something like that, and you're you're obligated to yeah, be in lockdown, I think it's the perfect time to get some online skills, start transition, just learn it and start transition to an online business, see how you can, you know, spark, get new ideas, and see how you can maybe start a web shop in, you know, hair products. I'm just mentioning something, but you know, it's so easy. And I mean, yeah, I mean, it's again, I think as online business entrepreneurs, we're doing the best year ever right now. So and of course, it's a bit tricky to say that because, you know, it's also a weird year, of course. But you know, in the online business space, it's the best time ever.
And there's always space for all of us there,
Of
because
course.
it's really interesting that you brought up the hairdresser example, because I was just 2 weeks ago at the hairdresser, and it's basically a chain, and they got rid of so many employees who are not working right now because they basically have nobody, or they don't have the capacity of people, of customers that they can serve. So they have to get rid of people and lay people off. But I was talking to my barber, and he said, meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I just make online tutorials. I'm just teaching people how to, braid hairs, how to cut them, hairs on for you, being at home, and how you can just implement that. And, if you create that to a course, boom, people, they need that. And
Absolutely.
it's something that you can create out of your passion and take that as an opportunity for yourself. And if you are a business owner, like you said, Lewis, there are so many other ways that you can do an income online, and that you can support yourself or even transition fully to the online world. um, we have so many members that start out with their 9 to 5 job and learning the skills while they are working. And we have so many people who are being laid off, but taking the chance and the opportunity to pursue their dreams, because now it's the time. Now
Passion.
the world has changed, and now basically we are living already in that world, who everybody is, um, you know, present online. So yeah,
Uh,
I mean, everybody has the
Indeed.
chance.
Exactly. I think that's awesome. I think we can start to slowly wrap up here.
Yes, it has been an hour now, and to everyone
Questions?
who, yeah, exactly. Sorry, you were cut off. Sorry, I'm just talking,
Yeah,
talking,
yeah, of
talking.
course.
Uh, so, yeah, for everybody who attended the call, thank you for being here, and we appreciate you being here. If you have questions, just text us.
Absolutely. And I think it's good to wrap up with this final exercise that you mentioned earlier, because we done another we done another webinar. I think it was last week, yeah, or the week before
Yeah,
that. And you know, where are you right now? Where do you want to be? And you know, do this gap analysis. I think that's just super important. And if you don't know, just you know, write down what you like, do a thought brainstorm on whatever you like to do, and see how you can do that exercise. And if it's, yeah, if it's the perfect time to you to get to learn how to gain skills online, then I think we're the perfect match for you. So I think we can nicely end on that thread.
yes.
And I don't know if we want to add something else, then I think that we are cool for
I
tonight.
think, yeah, so I think we have learned out of the live Facebook as well. So it's a lot of fun, to be honest. So we're going to be live next Monday as well, same time. And we would love to see you again, and all of you participating, and you just having an open conversation and mind, you're masterminding together. So you're more than welcome, and hopefully see you next week as well.
Exactly. All right,
All
guys.
right. Have a nice day, weekend, or a weekend. I'm still in
It's
the weekend.
Monday. Yeah. Well, it
All right.
doesn't
So,
feel like working, does it? So,
no, it doesn't.
so
So, take care, everybody.
Yeah, take care. See you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.